Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I'd like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. I'm going to try to make this a quick one, because if it runs too long, I'm going to have to upload it at an even worse quality than I already have to. So, I'm partaking in Huck's Pop Culture Cafe's channel. There we go. He did a 25 actresses challenge, so I'm finally doing that one. He's done 25, or the A to Z challenge. He did the actor challenge. Now there is the actresses challenge. And next will be directors. And the most challenging part of the challenge is not being able to repeat the same movie within any of the challenges. And I think I did that. I like the same actresses in every movie they're in. So it's basically just grabbing anything I could think of with an actor's performance in it that I loved. So I did that. I have, to start off, no particular order here, except for the ensemble, which is last. Rooney Mara, in what should have been her Oscar-winning performance in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, a extremely underrated David Fincher film. Not that people don't like it, but it just, I don't know. That's a better shot of her there. And then you got Daniel Craig on the back. This movie is awesome. And it was very under-nominated at the Oscars that year, if I may say so. So we got Rooney Mara, particularly in this film. Second, we have the Queen herself, Viola Davis. Arguably one of the best actresses working today. I had her from a different film at first, and then I decided to switch it out for this one, because this is her Oscar-winning powerhouse performance, but she's the kind of person who's amazing in anything she does. Even in Suicide Squad, she's good. That's how good of an actress she is. Here's some more underrated David Fincher, or at least not underrated, but under-nominated as far as Oscars go. But the one thing this did get nominated for was... there we go. I can't think of the actress's name now that I have it in my hand. Rosamund Pike. There we go. Rosamund Pike's. I can't talk today. Holy shit, is she good in this movie. Yeah. Easily my favorite. There's nothing back there. I'll just turn it back around. Easily my favorite actress performance of that year. Bar none. I'll just leave it at that. And she's good in everything too. But this is far and away my favorite thing I've seen her in. This is kind of a weird pick, but honestly, I couldn't think of a better movie that I own for Marisa Tomei. I just watched her again in My Cousin Vinny. Hilarious movie. She won her Best Supporting Actress Oscar. There we go. For My Cousin Vinny. And she was nominated for this as well. Yeah, she plays a stripper in it, but that's not why I picked it. I love this movie. This is possibly my favorite Darren Aronofsky film. Mickey Rourke, I think, should have won Best Actor that year. I really wish that him and Sean Penn would have tied, but we're not talking about them right now. We're talking about Marisa Tomei, whom is still amazing and gorgeous to this day. All right. You got to have the Kates. You can't not have the Kates. And I even have them in order without even trying, so that's kind of funny. First, I have Kate Winslet in probably my favorite performance of hers, Revolutionary Road. She was in this the same year she won her Oscar for The Reader. She should have won for this. I'll just say that. This is a way better movie and way better performance. Leo's good in it. And as far as the actor one goes that I already did, I meant to pick Michael Shannon for this film as well and completely spaced it. He is amazing in this movie. But yes, Kate Winslet, the first of the Kates. And the second of the Kates in another Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Funny how that works out. Cate Blanchett in her first Oscar-winning role in The Aviator, playing Katharine Hepburn. So yes, actors playing an actress. But yeah, I would say the two Kates, they're at the top of my list. They always have been. I got The Fighter, but not for Amy Adams. She's in here too. This is for Melissa Leo, who is so amazing in this as their mother that she beat Amy Adams at the Oscars for Best Supporting Actress that year. But she's another actress. She's like one of the very few, I would say, character actresses. It's actresses either seem to be just like huge stars or just barely in anything. But Melissa Leo is one of those actresses who's like known and respected, who'll just take the tiniest, weirdest little parts in things once in a while. And she's always fantastic. And, you know, everyone's favorite or least favorite actress, Meryl Streep, depending on who you talk to. Yeah, Meryl's the greatest, right? This is my personal favorite performance of hers that I, you know, at least have seen often enough to have an opinion on. An adaptation. An amazing Nicolas Cage performance as well. I would have picked this for my Nick Cage movie, but I saved it just in case I needed it for her or for the director. So I decided to use it for Meryl Streep. I personally think she should have won her third Oscar for that movie and not for the one that she eventually did. Julianne Moore finally got to pull Boogie Nights. I was thinking about what movie to pull for her, and I just kept going back to Boogie Nights. So I'm just going to pull Boogie Nights, my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson film as well. But yeah, she was nominated for supporting actress in this. There she is in all cartoon form. But yeah, she is extremely good in this film, as she is in everything. This one I pretty much chose for the movie specifically and not the actress. But Natalie Portman's performance in this is deserving to be in the pile. Not that I dislike Natalie Portman and everything else. I always enjoy her for the most part that I can think of. But her performance in this is ridiculous. So I thought I would make her pile worthy. And here's a movie that I'm not even the biggest fan of. But I had to pick Jessica Chastain. Just because she's the lead in this film. You know, nominated for Best Actress. People say she should have won, but, you know, I don't remember. But she won this last year, finally, so she has an Oscar now, so everyone can shut up. But, yeah, Zero Dark 30, good movie, not my favorite, but she is one of the best actresses working today, bar none. Sally Field. Yeah, I already picked Forrest Gump for Tom Hanks, I think. So I thought I'd go with this Oscar-nominated Sally Field performance. Lincoln. She plays Mary Todd Lincoln. She is an exciting little nut bar of a lady in this film. She's cray-cray, and she plays it well. And Tommy Lee Jones is also amazing in this, so just going to add that in there. Went for Sissy Spacek in Carrie. Outstanding movie. One of the few horror films to have acting nominations for both the lead and the supporting for her mother, who's also deserved to win, in my opinion, that year. I was trying to think of what Margot Robbie movie I had, and then I'm like, oh yeah, duh, the one we all fell in love with her in The Wolf of Wall Street. God, even in this pile, I have at least 3 Leo movies. I like Leonardo DiCaprio movies, what can I say? But yeah, this movie's amazing. It's the shortest 3-hour-long movie you'll ever see, and the steelbook is gorgeous. I mean, come on, look at that. But yeah, Margot Robbie, I wish I had something that featured her more prominently that I could have picked, but that's probably the best choice I have. Carrie Mulligan, adorable and always great. I figured I'd do her what probably should have been Oscar-winning performance in Promising Young Woman. She plays a little badass in this movie, where she, you know, gives the rapists or attempted rapists what's coming to them. Let's put it that way. Cool movie, cool actress. She's adorable, and she can kick ass when she wants to. This lady is one of the most underrated actresses in Hollywood, probably. And now people also say that because of her performance in Hereditary. But Toni Collette, I have her in Little Miss Sunshine, just because I didn't want to pick Sixth Sense for this on the off chance that I choose him in my director pile. But she's awesome in this. The whole movie's great. Fantastic ensemble. I would have picked this for ensemble, but there's like more men than women. That kind of defeats the purpose. So I didn't. Emma Stone. You gotta love Emma Stone. I went with Superbad on this one because I think it was the first thing I ever saw her in. And it's one of the last great comedies, you know, ever, apparently. We don't get them anymore, sadly. All right. Let me make sure I read her name right here. Sally Hawkins. I want to say Sally Jenkins is why I double check. Sally Hawkins in Shape of Water. She's another actress where I haven't seen her in much, but she's amazing in this. And everything I've seen her in, she's great. She's just a great actress. I just wanted her in the pile. I want to see more of her. Here's one I almost picked for Emma Stone, The Favorite. But then I was like, no, I need all three of these ladies in my pile, which they are. But this is specifically for Olivia Coleman. Won Best Actress for this. It's a funny movie. I need to give it a rewatch. Beautiful set design and all that fun stuff. But yes, this would have been a great one for acting ensemble for females as well. But I wanted all three of them in here separately. Here we got my girl Franny, my favorite actress. The Coen sister. The Coen wife, I guess, is more appropriate. 3 Billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. I also forgot to say Sam Rockwell for my acting one, and that pissed me off. And I even left out Woody Harrelson. The acting one was hard. I guess I love more actors than I do actresses, I guess. Probably because I'm a guy. And, you relate to what you are when it comes to movies and stuff. So, but yeah, this was one of my favorite movies this year. Came out the same year as Shape of Water. I would have been happy with either of the 2 ladies winning Best Actress. But she won her second Oscar for this, and then, 2 years later or whatever it was, won a third one. So I'm not complaining. She's my favorite actress ever, probably. She's a kick-ass, smart-ass lady, and I love her. That's why I say my girl Franny. American Hustle, the movie nobody likes but me, apparently. This is the one I picked for Amy Adams. I thought she was fantastic in this movie. Jennifer Lawrence is also great in this movie. Everyone in this movie is great. I really like this movie. First time I watched it, I was like, yeah, that was all right. And it actually grew on me. I actually like this movie quite a bit after having watched it a few times. This is, one of the biggest Oscar losers of all time. I did a video about that where it has 10 or more nominations and didn't win anything. So that is one of those movies. Here we have a nice little up-and-comer. Well, I guess she's not up-and-comer because she's been in the business for a decade or more now. But she's still young. That is Saoirse Ronan. I'm going to say it wrong probably. But I picked Brooklyn because she's the lead of this one. And I just thought she was really good in this movie. I could make Lady Bird, but I thought this movie was a little more enchanting than Lady Bird was. So yes, Brooklyn, nice movie if you haven't watched it. I really wish I owned Monster. I don't, apparently. I used to have it on DVD because I wanted to put Charlize Theron in my pile. But luckily, I have Mad Max Fury Road, so I can get my Tom Hardy in there as well. And this movie is just fucking amazing. So, yeah, everyone loves Mad Max Fury Road, unless you're an idiot. But, who knows, right? Gotta go Jodie Foster, Silence of the Lambs. So I could have grabbed Taxi Driver, but, this was easier to grab. But also, I prefer this Taxi Driver, and she is in this movie a lot more. She's always been great. Always will be. And Rachel Weisz, since I said all my ladies from The Favorite are in a pile, I have to pick the movie that I first saw her in, The Mummy. One of my wife's favorites. She's my wife's girlfriend. We always joke that her sexual orientation is the cast of The Mummy because she's in love with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. So those are my 25 actresses. Ensemble. I decided I was going to pick this for Viola Davis, and then I was like, wait, I need to do an ensemble, so I swapped it out, and I chose The Help for my actress ensemble, because it's an amazing ensemble. I didn't pick Octavia Spencer in my pile, but she's in Shape of Water, and I had that in here, and I have this in here, so she's up there too. But Viola Davis 100% should have won Best Actress for this over Meryl Streep. That was bullshit. And then you got Bryce Dallas Howard and Emma Stone again, and Jessica Chastain. You had 3 actresses in this movie get nominated for Oscars that year. That is impressive, especially for a pop culture successful film of the year, because it's like a Disney movie. But this is one of the better examples I have in my collection of what is essentially an all-female ensemble. So I chose The Help. There is my 25 actress plus ensemble stack that I threw together in about 2 minutes, just randomly grabbing stuff off my shelf. And I think I did okay. So thank you, Huck, for these challenges. They are fun. I'll try to do the director one soon, probably not today. Yeah. Everyone go out and do this. It's fun. Makes you have to look over 100 films in your collection at minimum. So it's kind of interesting that way. It's a good way to show off our collections while remembering what we own at the same time. Thank you for watching. My name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.